MRecktv. Let's go to music. M.Reck. Y'all wanna stunt and floss on Front Street? The Hawk will tear through your gut, spill out your lunch meat. You the main Vic, they booking for drugs. Niggas starving out here, and you looking like grub. That new M.Reck Catch a Lick single, aka Money Dance, that's killing the airwaves on Shade 405 and many different other stations in Connecticut, Boston, so forth and so on. You can get it now. The links is in the video description. It's available on Google Play, Deezer, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, etc., etc. Go get that. One. Slug you, the streets don't love you. Not at all. By now, homie, you shoulda knew that. Word. Ain't no Nino Browns in this town. You a new jack.
So let's go into the story that people don't know about Rich.
Okay. Like I said, man, basically, I remember, give y'all a quick story. I remember coming up the block, like I told you, after I seen him with the 328i, and I'm 12, 13 years old. He ain't no more than 15. You know, I started, even though they wouldn't let me stay up the block. You know, like I said, they like, yo, Smitty grandson, get out of here, man. We don't want to hear your grandfather mouth, whatever. I'm still on the sidelines trying to see what I could see. That's my block. I was born and raised on 146th Street and Amsterdam Broadway, man. Broadway International on the far corner. Anybody to go back, that was the biggest nightclub in Harlem in the 80s on the corner of my block. So I got one corner with Broadway International. I'm seeing all the known singers and rappers and all that. And on the other corner, I didn't even know how famous this dude was going to wind up being later, but I was more intrigued by that, you know, even though I was intrigued by...
And who was that you talking about?
I'm talking about Rich, but I didn't know who at the time. I never thought. I was just intrigued that he was such a young dude. And, you know, I remember one time I was going in the store, and I stayed with my Dollar Heroes when I was, you know, I'm still young. I ain't no more than maybe 14 at the time. And one of the kids that was down with Rich had dropped something. I ain't see what it was, you know, right away. But I tried to call him, but he was too busy on the go. I picked it up and put it in my pocket. I got home. It was aluminum foil, but when I opened it up, it looked like some brown, blocked off type of thing. Like, I didn't know what it was, you know what I'm saying? And I called my man downstairs, and I said, yo, what's this? He said, yo, that looked like hash. I said, word? I said, okay. Let's get some blunts and whatnot. Back then, we all smoking Reggie. We kids, you know what I'm saying? So I smoked we put the shit in there and smoked it. I don't know what kept me feeling like I kept thinking about breakfast. I don't know why, but we smoked the shit and I said, I'm high, but not extra high. And I kept thinking about breakfast. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I go back up there, I do a little bit of my own little kid investigating, asking a couple of side dudes and all like, yo, well, you know, I showed the rest of this. He said, man, throw that away, man. I said, why throw it away? He said, that's sage and eggs and a couple of ingredients, man, you know, hardened up and all that.
Oh, wow.
I said, get the F out of here, man.
So dudes was out there finessing fiends?
Listen to me.
Wow.
Listen to me. I'm going to tell you something, man. They was coming back. The cars were doubling up on the end of my block, and they were coming back Jersey plates, Connecticut plates, Delaware plates. And these niggas was selling them fake hash.
Damn.
And they was buying it. They was buying it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, by the way, man, let me go through the line, man.
Yeah,
shout out to everybody who used to be on Hump 46 in Amsterdam back then, man. Stuff that you ain't gonna hear no Doc, man. Shout out to Bracy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dawn B, Stan B. Shout out, rest in peace to Elton. Shout out to his sister Renee. You understand what I'm saying? You know, yeah, man. Shout out to Hamp. My man Hamp a good guy, man. Hamp was a good guy. He always laid back in the cut, but he always even treated me fair, even when I was younger than him and all that. He's like, yo, shorty, you a good dude, man. Go down the block or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? And like that's my block. I was born and raised on that block. Literally born in an apartment down the block from there. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I'm hearing that Rich and Pat came to they was from down the hill first, but I guess timing aligned itself right because around the time when I started walking up to the corner to get my little heroes and whatnot, I wasn't supposed to go to that corner, but around 11 or whatever the case may be, I guess they was 12, 13, and they was already coming from down the hill, and they moved to 146 in Convent. So, you know, anyway, that's how that go, man. You know.
Well, let me cover this. Because the climax of the movie, of course, is when Rico, a.k.a. Alpo, you know, God bless the dead, Rich. Alpo killed Rich. And let me know how much of the movie was real on that aspect. You know, like, was it over bricks?
Well, I'd be lying if I told you that I knew for a fact why. You understand what I'm saying? Only thing I could remember on my end of it is remembering that Rich was agitated. He was agitated a lot, and he was kind of course, he was rushing a lot more for bread, and if the bread wasn't what he thought it was, he was agitated, man. Now now that I know everything, I realize what it was. You know what I'm saying? I knew he had an issue because he never used to talk like that, not to me anyway or whatever. But he was real agitated and trying to get this money. Now we know he was trying to get it for his brother, and he probably didn't make. In that type of situation, he probably didn't make the best judgments, but I still think that shit could have been worked out. He could have still been here, man. You understand what I'm saying? But, everything just happened to come at the same time, and,
Well, I got to ask you these questions, being that you was around during the time, again, God bless the dead, Donnell and Rich Porter. What was being said between Rich and Alpo? Like when Rich in his mind was trying to get this money so he can get Donnell back, what was being said between them two, if you can remember?
You know, they wouldn't really talk around me because I was a worker. You know, even though Poe ain't have nothing to do with Donnell dying or getting kidnapped or none of that, you know, I think he kind of accepted the fact that Donnell was gone long before Rich did, which is natural. You know what I'm saying? And this
is when they sent Rich the finger?
After they sent him the finger, yeah.
Now, I want to, before you go into all that, but I definitely need you to come back to what was said. Where did they retrieve the finger at? Because a lot of people don't know.
They went down to McDonald's on 125th in Broadway, if I'm not mistaken, and they went down there, and I remember them coming back. I didn't see now when this was going on. I wasn't nowhere near. They would always be on the sideline talking and whispering or whatever the case may be. From what I got, I know that they went somewhere and came back, and then they went back again. Got you. And the second time, it was just, yo, go home. I'll beep you later, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, all right, you understand what I'm saying? Later on, I figured it out that I guess they didn't find what they was looking for the first time, and they went back and got it, you know. But 5-6 days after that happened, 5, 6, 7, 8 days after that, like I said, I felt the end of it because even though it's just one spot, Rich had about 5 of them, he was anxious. You know what I'm saying? He wanted all the money, he wanted everything, and and I understood. I knew things was.
I mean, what was being said? Like, how do you know he wanted all the money?
I know because
No, I mean, you could tell me, but you gotta understand. And,
right,
and I'm gonna help you, brother, because
I got you.
You new to this. This is not what you do.
No, not at all. This ain't what I do.
Explain to the people what Rich was telling you and other people that was working for him, like, so you can express his anger and his.
I tell you one thing that might resonate with the movie a little bit, and just by coincidence.
Okay.
It's a part in there. I think I only watched that joint like one time. I was so frustrated back then. I ain't watched that shit again. But now that I think back on it, I understood why a lot of it was. You know, they had to do what they had to do for drama purposes.
Yeah.
But it was a part in there where the spot had got robbed, and Rich came and started flipping on some of the workers and all that. He had that type of temperament at that time. Like, yo, you know, what the fuck is, you know, 40-something hundred. Y'all niggas gonna be get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas think y'all gonna be playing, fucking around. You know, y'all ain't on point. Y'all niggas around the corner, all kinds of shit like that. I'm not having that shit, man. Y'all niggas get the fuck out of here. I got some shit I gotta handle. You understand?
Gotcha.
So, and he, you know, it was more intense, and I felt it. So, you know what I mean?
I'm glad you was able to express that.
Yes, sir.
Got you. Now let's get back to Alpo telling, you know, somebody else what he thought about the situation with Donnell and the finger and all that.
You know, you know, from what I heard.
M.Reck. Y'all wanna stunt and floss on Front Street? The Hawk will tear through your gut, spill out your lunch meat. You the main Vic, they booking for drugs. Niggas starving out here, and you looking like grub. That new M.Reck, Catch a Lick single, aka Money Dance, that's killing the airwaves on Shade 405 and many different other stations in Connecticut, Boston, so forth and so on. You can get it now. The links is in the video description. It's available on Google Play, Deezer, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, etc., etc. Go get that. One. Slug you, the streets don't love you. Not at all. By now, homie, you shoulda knew that. Word. Ain't no Nino Browns in this town. You a new jack. Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktVpromo, MRecktVpromo @gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktV, youtube.com/MRecktV. I'm gone. MRecktv. It's got a music.